happy to be with you with Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. This is Kevin Harlan. A quick check now at the starting lineups for both teams. First for the Warriors, Curry and Thompson, the splash brothers in the backcourt. And at the pivot, a terrific defender and all-around player, the Australian sensation, 7-footer Andrew Bogut. And there's Iguodala, and it's Lee in at the 4. And for the Lakers, Nash and Bryant in the backcourt. And holding down the middle out of Central Michigan University, the skilled and ambidextrous 7-footer, Chris Kaman. Then there's Nick Young, and it's Gasol in at the power forward.
Steph Curry is virtually impossible to defend. I mean, he can hit from anywhere on the floor. In the gym range, personified with Curry. Mid-range jumpers are like layups to him. And inside, he's got the floater finger roll and the runner. You always expect his shots to go in. It's like watching a game of horse at full speed when the highest stakes are on the line.
And Kobe drops them both. And Steve, shooting no doubt Curry's forte. He narrowly missed the All-Star game last season. I mean, I can't believe he didn't get elected, and he seemed to be the one glaring miss. When you watch this game, where can he improve?
I think offensively, he's got the whole package. I think it's at the other end of the floor where he can probably improve. He needs to compete a little bit more defensively, but that's tough to do when you're handling so much of the offensive load for your team. But he's got to find a little more balance, I think, between his offense and his defense.
The Warriors shooting their first free throw of the game.
Well, this was a very consistent free throw shooting team a year ago. They shot about 79%.
You know, Kevin, they would love to post a similar percentage again this season. I mean, I think that's safe to say they'd love to shoot free throws as well as they did a year ago.
Good.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far.
The Warriors were able to get back to the postseason for the first time since the We Believe season in '07 when they knocked off the Dallas Mavericks as an 8 seed. They didn't finish above 500 on the road, but still were much better than previous years, which allowed them to get to the playoffs.
And here's Nash after the three-pointer from Stephen Curry. Nash kicks to Kobe, and it's sent back by Bogut. They retain possession. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
7 seconds.
The Warriors have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game. Well, back to that Warrior road record that Clark was talking about, 19 and 22, as you said. But I remember an early road trip that, had them go 6 and 1. Really helped them start to believe in themselves. Steve was a team last season.
Yeah, that included that buzzer-beating win against Miami on Draymond Green's shot. I mean, I think that's when this group really realized that they could make some noise and possibly be a playoff team.
And Doris Burke spoke with Mike D'Antoni. Doris?
He said one of the key points for them defensively will be limiting the production of David Lee, adding he's a guy who can score inside and out, plays with great energy, and his passing really opens up their whole offense. We've got to keep him off the glass and always see ball and man when he's got it. Basketball 101, Kevin. We'll see if they can execute.
Thank you, Doris.
Well, he's one player who can get hot in a big hurry. It's like he has an on-off switch, and once it gets flipped on, he's tough to stop.
And when you watch him, Steve, you can see how quickly he looks to take his shot when he's on the receiving end of a pass and how successful he is when he does take the shot. This guy is a catch, fire, and hit guy.
Thompson for the triple. And another 3 for Golden State.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
Yeah, I think that's what's keyed this run, Clark, because they're keeping the ball moving. Defense hasn't been able to set up.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for the Warriors. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Gasol passes to Kobe to end the run, and the layup is up and in.
Oh, man, he goes old school on us with the finger roll.
Warriors leading by 10. Right side Curry. Down low. Out to Thompson. Golden State moving it around. That's good.
Boy, it was an impressive turnaround for Mark Jackson and the Warriors last season. I mean, his promise of making the playoffs didn't come together in his first season at the Controls, but in year 2, they got it done. And I tell you what, most thought Mark would be a really outstanding coach, and he's well on his way to making that a reality.
And for Mark Jackson, there have been some questions. He had never spent time as a coach, even as an assistant. I guess the question was, Steve, would he be able to take over the reins as a head coach?
Well, the biggest thing you want to do as an NBA coach is have your players buy into what you're selling. And Mark Jackson's been able to do that. His players believe in him. He motivates them. They like playing for him. And that's most of the battle right there.
Jordan Hill, he's checked in for Chris Kaman.
They're allowing a sky-high field goal percentage. That won't get it.
Not at all. They've been able to score with ease.
Gasol, a screen on Curry. Curry against Nash. Young outside, takes the three. But they'll get another chance. They get it back. And that one's good. Hill's got his first points in this one.
Well, the defense just looked a little lazy on the glass there.
Yeah, nobody boxing out. That's inexcusable.
That is good.
They're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results right now.
Yeah, in fact, 3 of the last 5 makes are from beyond the arc. The Warriors chose to wait until the final year of Curry's rookie deal to extend his contract, but it turned out to be a bargain. I mean, coming off an injury, there were a lot of concerns about Curry, but he turned into a superstar, particularly in the playoffs, and now the Warriors have him locked up for 4 years.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Wesley Johnson's checked in for Young. Blake comes in for Kobe. And it's Farmo in for Steve Nash.
Tough call there and a tough break for the defense.
But, I think you could still see him kind of sliding in there. I don't have a problem with the call.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Mazzili's checked in for Klay Thompson. And Spates subbed in for David Lee. And the Curry contract, Clark, eye-opening. 4 years, $44 million.
Yeah, to us it may be a little odd in terms of hearing those numbers combined with the word bargain. But you better believe the way he's playing and helping to lead this team, it's a good investment for Golden State.
Here's Blake, covered by Barnes. Blake dishes to Johnson. Hill. He feeds it to Farmo. Three-pointer, and it's Curry again from deep. Curry's got 22. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for the Warriors?
And they've come out in attack mode defensively, applying pressure and stealing the ball repeatedly.
They also came out of the locker room with their running shoes on. Their transition game has been full throttle.
The Warriors making a switch here. Green's checked in. Here's Blake. He's covered by Iguodala. Los Angeles with another miss.
Well, that defense went from poor to no defense at all.
Well, you don't see him miss that shot very often. When he's open like that, it's usually lights out. They've built a big lead here early.
Both defensively and offensively. They've been terrific right from the tip.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Blake with it. Blake off the pick from Gasol. It's Hill on the wing. Johnson outside. Looking to end the run. Good. The assist goes to Hill. Johnson's got his first 3 points of the game. Curry kicks to Green. He tries for 3. And another 3 for Golden State.
It has taken them no time to build this lead up on the strength of a great first quarter offensively.
And they need to continue to put pressure on the defense and try to really run away with this one from here.
We're at the end of the first. Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. And for the Warriors, this has been the game they wanted to have.
And the defense has been key in building this lead. They've really clamped down hard.
They've done a nice job, Steve. I think challenging every shot, a hand up on every shot.
And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Guys, the Los Angeles Lakers, a team that's used to attracting marquee free agents from other teams, not losing their own in free agency. But this offseason, Dwight Howard decided to move on, turning down a larger guaranteed contract with the LA Lakers. A tough blow for the league's banner franchise, who've taken out a number of huge billboards around town asking Dwight to stay. sources said he wasn't overjoyed with the system the Lakers employed under head coach Mike D'Antoni, and also perhaps didn't enjoy playing alongside the always hyper-intense Kobe Bryant. Guys, we'll just have to see how big of a setback that becomes for this team's championship aspirations.
Well, we'll see if the Lakers can find a way. Thank you, Doris.
Well, you know, Andrew Bogut essentially missed the first half of last season as he continued rehab from his ankle injury from early 2012. The team did a pretty good job of holding down the fort in his absence. Got off to a hot start, but no question about it. He gives this team a whole different dimension inside when he's healthy.
Here's Johnson.
How about that basketball, man? Wow.
Wow, we're going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Kevin. That was special.
Oh, man, that was a circus dunk.
Chris Kamen's checked in for Pau Gasol.
It had been half a decade since the Lakers hadn't won the Pacific Division, and their back-to-back titles included in that stretch, but it was quite the fall from grace they took as the Kings of the Pacific would end up 8-8 and third in the division a season ago.
And that one's good. Farmar's got his first bucket in this one.
After digging themselves that hole in the first quarter, this club is starting to shoot the ball much better now.
Yeah, you know, sometimes it takes a little while to work out the knots. I mean, they're starting to put it together.
Touching back on the Lakers in the Pacific Division, you look at the problems they had with how they played, Steve, and the way the rest of the division stacked up. You could see the problems lining up for them.
Well, the division got better, Kevin. I mean, that's the big thing. Both the Clippers and the Warriors turned out to be excellent teams. And, you know, Phoenix and Sacramento, not so much. But in the end, I mean, the Lakers really had to deal with a couple of teams that were just flat out better than them.
He kicks to Hill. And that basket is going to count. Goaltending, the official call.
I don't know what's happening to their defense. I mean, they don't have any effort, any purpose.
And it's really costing them. I mean, the last 5 baskets at that end have been on very easy looks.
Curry outside. And another 3 for Golden State.
Once again, the defense letting them get open at the three-point line. That's a major mental mistake there. You've got to get to the shooter.
And that'll be the Lakers as it goes out of bounds. Lakers retain possession. David Lee's checked in for Azili. Second quarter play with almost 3 minutes gone. Kaman against Bogut. Kaman kicks to Farmar. Shot clock at 5. A floater. Lee with the block. Curry outside. Count that one. Curry's got 33.
Well, as long as the threes keep dropping for him, he'll continue firing away.
And they are dropping for him. What a game he's having from deep.
From deep. That's in, coming off a nice assist from Douglas. 36 points for Steph Curry.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over and over.
That was the 9th straight point from behind the arc, Clark. It feels like they're finding the holes in this defense.
Kaman. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Got that one up quick. Curry's got 38 points.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
And Steph Curry with the foul. That's his first foul. And the Warriors making a change here. Hill passes to Kaman. Nick Young on the wing. Back to Kaman. Shot clock at 6. Knocked away. And so it looks like the Lakers will retain possession here.
Yeah, so close to picking that pass off, guys.
At least he got a hand on it. He did what he needed to do to make sure it didn't hit the target.
And the Warriors making a change here. Spates is checked in. Just 2 to shoot. Kaman's shot is good.
He had that play ready to go. Well done on the inbound.
And Clark and Steve, fast break points aside, they've had a tough time offensively.
Yeah, the half-court offense at attack has really been pedestrian, even lackluster, if you will.
Yeah, I agree. It seems like they're getting very isolation heavy. The ball is stopping. Everybody's going one-on-one, trying to do it on their own.
From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Hi, Kevin. Kevin, well, David Lee, an all-star for the second time last season. He averaged almost 18 points, 11 boards, and 4 assists a game. In fact, he became only the 5th player in Warriors history to clear 17, 10, and 3. Lee said of his assist, quote, "Teams are giving me a lot of attention. A lot of times the natural thing is to find the open man. But," he added, "I don't care about numbers. I get satisfaction from winning." And Kevin, the Warriors did that, with Lee making the first playoff appearance in his career.
Well, Doris, they really established that culture, and I guess those guys are buying in.
Well, Kobe's never been shy about shooting. You know, a lot of people would argue that he gets maybe a little too shot happy sometimes, but you want a guy who's dominant. You want a guy who's not afraid, who's going to fail and just come right back and fire away the next time.
Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for Andre Iguodala. Lakers have gone 7 of 11 from the field in the second quarter. Kicks it to Young. And the rebound goes to David Lee. And when you talk about Kobe's role offensively for the Lakers, it's worth mentioning last season was one of his most efficient scoring the basketball.
It really was, and you consider the turmoil that surrounded the Lakers all season. It was remarkable that Kobe was as even-keeled as he was, stayed focused, and start to finish, he delivered the type of all-star performance that he always does. Very impressive.
And here's Young from the arc, and again it's the Lakers from deep.
How about that for a response?
They will say they can give the three as well as they can take the three.
On its way from Curry for 2. The step-back jumper is good. Curry's got 46 points. The Lakers have gone 8 of 13 in the second quarter, well above the 50% mark from the field. And Nash, here we go, stolen by Thompson. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. Curry outside, and the shot is good. Curry's got 49 points in the game.
What a half he's having from downtown. He's been locked in since the moment he stepped on the floor.
Here's Kobe. The finger roll finish at the bucket.
You know, that's one way he can finish, but not the only way. He's got a lot of tricks up his sleeve.
Here's Curry with the phenomenal buzzer beater.
You gotta love seeing nothing but zeros on the clock when that ball tickles the twine.
Oh, man, a clutch shot.
And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Warriors ahead, running away with this one. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Now, presented by Sprint.
Hello, everyone. I'm Damon Bruce, and the halftime report is coming your way. The Golden State Warriors are
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
And now we return to the action here at the Staples Center in the heart of downtown L.A.
You know, last season, a lot of folks had the Lakers picked as the super team in the West, the team that would maybe challenge Miami and LeBron, but from the start, it just never was a cohesive group and really had one of the most disappointing seasons in the Lakers' history. What a top-notch game he's having. He's gotten them in front, and it sure seems like he's going to keep them there. All by himself, it looks like.
Ball's knocked loose. Curry with the steal. Thompson dishes to Curry. Back to Thompson. Makes the lead pass. And Andrew Bogut the bucket on the assist by Thompson. Thompson's got his 5th assist in this one. Clark, as you said, the Lakers had a lot of lofty expectations put on them, but you never know what's going to happen when a team is put together. And Steve, they just couldn't reach that bar that was set so high for them.
Yeah, the expectations were so high, Kevin, but injury issues cost them all season long. Nash, Howard, Powell, and of course Kobe with the Achilles at the end of the year. And that unit only started 7 games all season together, so they never really were able to develop any chemistry. And what I like about him, he needs very little time to get his shot off. If he has just a bit of room, that's all it takes. In a catch-and-shoot situation, he's going to let it fly.
And something else I think of with him is that three-point shot from the corner. I mean, that's his shot. And we've certainly seen him drain a bunch of them. With the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in control of this game.
Yep, they have not let their guard down one bit in the paint.
Here's Curry with the 3. No good. And it's the Lakers the other way.
Came and gave up his old caveman look, guys, but he's still an intimidating presence in the post. Good size and strength and doesn't really get pushed around. Also excellent timing when it comes to shot blocking.
Very well executed pick to give him all kinds of space to get that one off.
And stolen by Nash. Tipped away. Curry with the steal. Launches a three. Gets it to go. Curry's got 57 points. And Chris came in skilled offensively. Ambidextrous, finishing inside, and a good mid-range shooter.
Yeah, I think he's really good offensively. He's got a lot of skill. He's tough to handle. I mean, the question mark with him is defensively. You know, his weak side rotations can be late. He's never really been, you know, a center that you kind of solidify your defense around.
A free run to the hoop and some thunder on the finish.
Not exactly the way the D would have drawn that one up.
And when you got the space, you might as well throw it down. That's what I always used to do.
Nash outside. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
He almost got to that shot in time, but not quite. You can't touch the ball once it's on the way down.
Here's Curry. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Curry's got 9 points now in just the second half.
He's doing it all for them right now on the offensive side. No matter what the defense has done, they haven't been able to find an answer to stop him, and he's had an answer for every defense he's seen.
Takes a three from beyond the arc and then some. Curry's got 12 points now in the quarter.
You know, the more these three-pointers continue to drop, the more you can sense the frustration coming from this defense.
No question. No matter what they've thrown at him, they've not been able to take that shot away.
And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Well, I love the fact that he's fighting hard on the boards, but, you know, you got to be smart, too. Over the back, that's an easy call there.
Well, that's simply the result of poor position under the glass. But at least you can't fault him for being passive. He was trying to be aggressive there.
Vasili's checked in for Golden State.
You know, it was last year, not too many people had the guts to say whether or not the Lakers would or would not make the playoffs after their slow start. But one person who guaranteed a postseason appearance by them was team leader Kobe Bryant. And he was right on top of it.
And for Kobe, you have to give him a lot of credit for helping bring the Lakers back last season and securing that 7th seed. The coaching changes, the injuries. I mean, he almost willed them to get in, and then they finished 7th.
Yeah, and then they got swept in the first round by the Spurs. So tough finish to the year, especially with the injury to the Achilles tendon. So it's been a long rehab process. One thing you do know, if there's ever a player who's going to work his hardest to come back better than ever, it's Kobe Bryant.
And that one hits back iron.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but in the rebounding department too, Clark.
Yeah, it's been a really gritty performance. They'll have some bruises to show for it, but that's the way it should be. You should feel that you've competed when you do that work inside.
Young for three. The putback, and it's Hill with the jam.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Giving up these easy chances is going to do wonders for their confidence. Yeah, the Warriors turnaround, I think, in large part because of the improvement defensively and on the boards last year. There was a 5 or 6 year stretch where Golden State was maybe the worst team in both categories in the entire league, but the schemes have changed, the personnel, the intent, the toughness, and it has all led to a new era for the Golden State Warriors basketball team.
Pass to Young. Here's the three. Reverses. He lays it in. And that's 11 points for Hill.
You know, Kevin, he never gives up on a play. That's what I love about him. He just is one of those guys who will bring effort and energy the entire 48 minutes.
And he gets after it hard, Steve. If there's even a chance he could get to a loose ball, he'll throw himself right at it.
And back to the Warriors looking to pack the paint. If you want to get into a three-point shooting contest with them, well, I think they'd welcome that.
I agree. I mean, with the Splash Brothers in the backcourt, you can get sprayed in a hurry from all angles. I mean, those guys are terrific. But again, their improved defense and rebounding was a big part of their success as well.
Kobe kicks it over to Nash. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Well, we've seen that more than a few times. An easy bucket in the lane.
Yeah, the interior defense simply has been lifeless.
Three-pointer. Stephen Curry again.
That's now a dozen straight points coming off wide open three-pointers.
You know what it looks like to me out there, guys? I mean, it looks like All-Star Weekend out there. We know how much defense is played there. It's actually offense during the All-Star Weekend, no D.
Offensive rebound, Hill.
Well, he tried to step in and cut him off, but just not quick enough.
And we have the benefit of replay, but I think they got that one right, which is the case most times, even though fans don't think so.
He shot 2 free throws in the game, made 1 and missed 1.
Well, they don't expect a lot from him at the foul line. He was in that range below 70% last season.
You know, guys, when you look at those numbers last year for him, I think it does affect how much you're willing to go after contact because you're a little fearful of getting to the foul line unless you're in the and one situation. Too many trips to the line when you shoot it as poorly as he does actually can hurt you.
Blake passes to Keenan, and it's Healy with the block. Here's Blake. Los Angeles with another miss. No good. The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all. And welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. More action in store as the players get ready to go, having a nice break to get hydrated with Gatorade. And Steve and Clark and I are refreshed and ready to go here as well. And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Warriors.
How about the three-point shooting we're seeing so far, guys? Amazing.
You know, something else I've noticed is just how many of their baskets have been set up by assists throughout the game. You know, they're not totally dominating the glass, but they're definitely doing enough to keep this lead right where it is.
Well, if you're doing enough good things and you're maintaining at least a slight edge on the boards, you're usually going to be in pretty good shape.
The shot's good from Douglas. Douglas has got the first basket as we get going in the 4th for the Warriors. He dishes it to Farmo. Fires from the wing. Gets the bucket.
Every once in a while, he'll kind of step out of his role and give you something like that.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. Klay Thompson is checked in for Golden State. Golden State moving it around. Curry gets the bucket.
These defenders are putting up very little resistance to the three-point shot.
And it's killing them. That's 4 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been three-pointers.
Here's Farmar, guarded by Curry. Farmar dishes to Sacre, and a great assist by Farmar as that one goes in.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Yeah, that's textbook basketball. Just having their way down low.
And the Lakers have possession. Blake kicks to Johnson. Feeds to Sacre. Back to Johnson. Dishes it to Blake. The Lakers rebound.
Multiple possessions have been the story of the game, and even with the big lead, this team continues to be quicker to the ball.
A nice shot by Gasol.
One of the reasons they're behind is because we haven't seen enough of that. He needs to become a bigger part of the offense.
On its way from Curry for 2, and the Warriors tack on 2 more.
Yep, he's their leading scorer, Kevin, in this game, and has been the dominant figure today. No doubt about it.
Passes it to Blake. Launches it. Here's Sacre. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Crashes the offensive glass and gets a slam dunk for his effort. I like the work.
You know, Clark, pretty easy for him once he got a handle on the ball.
Yes, sir.
You know, you're never going to get a more quality chance than off an offensive rebound.
Blake with it, picked up by Thompson. Farmar passes it to Sacre. Drops in the layup for 2. Sacre has got 6 points in the quarter.
And there it is again. That's where their points have been coming today, from the low post.
And even under pressure in tight, they've maintained their concentration and converted their opportunities.
They are killing them with that three-point shot here in the second half.
Well, the defense fully stretched out trying to stop that shot and still not able to get it done.
It's Curry outside. Great D that time from Blake. The Lakers have gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. Here's Farmar. That's good, and it's Johnson with the assist. Johnson's got 3 assists in the game. Outside Curry. And it's Golden State with another.
He's having quite the quarter here, guys. I mean, shooting the ball extremely well.
Blake with it, working on Thompson, and the basket good.
Just seems like they're finding an open lane in the hoop every time down. That's 5 buckets in a row for them in the paint.
Yeah, on the flip side, Steve, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. This defense is giving their shooters free reign to operate from behind the arc.
That's right. I think it's time for them to start closing down. You got to run shooters off that three-point line.
Blake for three, and again Los Angeles with the triple.
Oh, he's going to keep banging those home if you give him that much space.
From outside the arc, and there's Stephen Curry on the assist by Green.
Wow. What can you say?
LA's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Stolen by O'Neal. Blake, and wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And here is Los Angeles now. Into Johnson. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Heads-up play there, guys, on the assist and the finish.
Thompson outside. Another three for Golden State.
Another pass put right into the shooter's pocket, right in the shooting pocket for a terrific assist. They've done a lot of that today.
Yeah, it's something we haven't seen much of at the other end of the floor, though.
A long wind-up and a strong follow-through on that one-hand jam.
He's not going to mess that one up for sure.
No, that's too easy for him.
Well, I tell you what, when you get this kind of effort and efficiency from him, they're a really hard team to beat.
And Steph Curry with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Azili's checked in for Jermaine O'Neal. Timeout called the Warriors. They're ahead by a time. We've got 1:18 left in the game. The Warriors making a switch here. Curry's checked in. We've got 1:18 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Doubled by Azili. Farmar dishes to Hill. The feed to Johnson. Clock at 6. And Thompson sends it back. And here is Curry. Another three for Golden State.
He has really put his foot on the pedal this quarter, doing a tremendous job leading their offense.
Farmar kicks to Hill, and a great assist by Farmar as that one goes in.
Good ball move. He put that pass in the ideal spot, right where it needed to be.
Thompson from long range. That one goes. Count it.
I don't think they can ask much more of him than what he's done this quarter.
I like the call. I thought the defense was moving good.
Yeah, I think he slid underneath. Good blocking call that trip.
Well, Kevin, probably his greatest value lies in his tremendous three-point shooting. When he's out on the perimeter, it gives them the ability to really stretch the defense out.
And something else we can say about him is that he's got a lot of cuts. I mean, a lot of courage. He'll be the first one to step into the lane and draw a charge, even if it might get him a little beat up.
Curry is guarded by Johnson. Thompson passes to Curry. And another three for Golden State.
Well, this is going to seal the deal. They've really exploded here to the finish line.
You know, once they sniffed out that blood in the water, the killer instinct came right out.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And there's the pass to Blake. And the three ball is good.
Looks like they're going to finish strong, but just aren't enough ticks left on the clock.
Well, Steve, it's a good run they're having now, but they just waited too long to have it.
And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession. Farmar dishes to Blake. From outside, off the mark. So we see the Warriors taking the game here.
I wonder if I take you there. Would you believe in fairy tales? Oh, a place where no one feels the pain. living without suffering. Roads are paved by loving hand. Energy. Basketball season has returned.